was a big G Unit fan. I was the biggest. I had the sneakers, I had the clothes, I had the video game, I had all of that. So I was young and I was in love with hip hop.
Yo, what's up? This is Pierce Simpson of Complex News. I'm joined here by one of the biggest artists in the world, Davido. Davido, how you feeling, my brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man? I'm chilling, man. Back home.
I love it. I love it. You in Africa right now, in Lagos?
Yeah, I'm in Lagos right now. I came back like a month ago.
Nice.
You know, just
nice.
Because I finished the album. I shot all the videos.
Yeah.
Did a shoot, so I'm just having like my rest time in Nigeria before the album come out, and I got to move around again. You know.
Yeah, I can certainly imagine, man. We're definitely gonna get to that because for a minute you were traveling around the country doing what you needed to do while staying safe. But first things first, how you holding up with this quarantine? How has it been for you, like during this pandemic?
It's been pros and cons for me personally. Right. I'm so used to being touring, and I don't think I ever stopped touring. I always like being on the go. So not doing shows is like taking a piece of my craft away from me.
Exactly.
I feel like has been taken away. The positive side, I'd say, I got a lot of rest. I felt like I needed a rest because I've been on the go for like 9 years, you know. Wow. So I felt like I needed a rest. I was on tour when the pandemic hit. So it really got me to sit down and really concentrate on this album.
Yeah.
You know, I can imagine being on the road and having to record at the same time. You know, but now it's just like the only thing we can do is really just record.
Yeah, I love it. It's always blessings in disguise. You mentioned that rest. I believe you took a big break from social media. The total number of days some of your fans counted, I believe, was 97 days. So what happened to make you take that step back from social media?
You know, like I just said, I just felt like I was on the go for a long time, and I just needed a break. You know, personally, you know, mental health. You know, I just needed to, you know, take myself out of that space so I can be creative again. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be on social media while recording the album.
Is that just to limit distractions or like limit what other people may say about your music? What was it that made you say I need to shy away from that specifically?
I mean, it wasn't like people love my music. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with my music, but like with this album, I just felt I needed to be away from social media to create, you know what I'm saying? Not follow the trends, just create from your own natural point of view. And, you know, just like I said, I want to have more time with my family, you know what I'm saying? I moved into a new house.
Nice. No, beautiful home, man. Congrats on that. In that interview where you talked about taking a step back, you mentioned that sometimes you wake up at like 9 p.m. and
because I was working up my body because I travel. I travel. It's time difference. I land. I do the show. I do the after party. If there's an after party, then you get up, get back on a jet, and then you fly again to another place, and then you see that your timing is all messed up.
Exactly.
So like for a while, like when I got back home, like I'll be in the studio till like 9 a.m.
Sheesh.
And probably still mess around in the studio for like 2 hours and then go to bed like 11. I wake up at 9, the whole day is wasted. So I knew like it was taking a toll on my body. So I just took a break from everything.
Yeah, I can imagine. You're a young guy who has a lot of responsibility, who brings in a lot of accolades, that has a lot of financial ramifications for the people around you. Who's the person that kind of keeps you sane during this time where, you know, a lot of people lean on you, but you need somebody to lean on? So who's that person that keeps Davido grounded?
I mean, like my family, man, just my family, you know, my dad, like that's like my mentor. I make sure that, you know, I see him from time to time, you know, to get advice. He keeps me sane. If anybody keeps me sane, I say my pops. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm talking to him, he's not talking to me as Davido. He's talking to me as his son. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'd say my pops.
Yeah, I love that. A Better Time, you mentioned recording it at home. Your previous album, you spent a lot of time recording away from home in Atlanta. So describe to me the energy you caught recording at home. Was it like a new vibe you were able to get to, or did you tap in the old?
I think I'm gonna say new vibe, but I think I took it to like the classic Davido.
Yeah.
Classic Davido sound. A lot of classic Davido sounds in that album. like I said before, my last album, A Good Time, I was recording this album over time. So over like WhatsApp, emails, because my producers are in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So me, I'm in America, having to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was hard. But then this record, I was actually in the studio, you know what I'm saying? In the studio with the producers, and everything. So, it was more synergy. And I just like recording back home in Nigeria. I feel like I catch more vibes just being at home recording.
Yeah, because you're in your element. Was there a specific reason why you decided to record in America for your previous album, or was it just being on tour?
Yeah, because I was on tour. I was busy in America. I had one of the biggest records in the country at the time, Fall. So like I couldn't even leave. I had to be promo. I had radio promo. I went to like 20 states. Yeah. So I couldn't even like come home to record. And by the time I could come home, I had to turn in the album.
Davido, I love your confidence. I love the fact that you're never afraid to express yourself. So with that said, describe to me the whole scenario in which you said, I'm gonna just DM Nicki Minaj and get her on my album.
Like I said, I was just in the club and I made this record like two days before. It's like a reggae, it's nice. It's like a reggaeton type crazy record. And I just said, I came out the club, I was drunk. I was like, I'm about to DM Nicki, she gonna get on. Let me try my luck. Cause I knew she followed me, but we just never really, you know what I'm saying? So I did that, DM'd her, she hit me right back, send it.
That quick?
Just like that.
That's amazing. Was there anything that you picked up from an artist like that? Because I'm sure anytime that you're working with talented artists like Nicki Minaj, you're able to pick up little things that they do. Or was the recording session just over Skype and satellite type thing? Oh no, with me and Nicki, we didn't record a record together. I was in the at the time. I actually sent it to her. But like me and Chris, we always in the studio together. Me and Baby in the studio together. And I learned a lot from recording with Chris though. You know what I'm saying? The work ethic he put in. Like, I can imagine. It's amazing. Like, it's something to learn from for sure. He just showed me that he loves his craft, whether it's primary for him or not. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the art. Your son is on the cover of your latest album. Yeah. How has fatherhood changed your approach to your craft?
That's my third child. So I had two daughters before. Yeah. Just fatherhood is amazing, man. I've been a father since 2015. So it's just been amazing. It changes you. It's just like first thing I do when I wake up is think about my kids. You understand? Yeah. Like it's like you have 4 other lives that's part of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy.
Yeah, I was. You did an interview where you created a playlist of your life, and I thought it was very interesting that the first song you picked was "Hate It or Love It" by The Game and 50 Cent, and then you had some other G Unit records on there, some other 50 Cent records on there.
I was a big G Unit fan. I was the biggest. I had the sneakers, I had the clothes, I had the video game, I had all of that.
What was it about that era of music that really, especially G Unit in particular? Man,
like to be honest, like for my age range, that was our Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? That was, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I was young and I was in love with hip hop. And I was just the first person that he made hip hop a business. Then he brought the other artists in, signed other artists, made a big empire. And it was just amazing to see somebody just do all of that. You know, cause I was really young when Jay-Z and them did like Rockaware and all of that. When Puff did Sean John, I was a kid. But like when I was a teenager, like this one 50 Cent did all the G and stuff, the video game. So that's why I was really into them at that moment.
Yeah, I definitely think that there tends to be this disconnect between how Americans perceive hip hop and African cultures when that's a big thing in countries in Africa. Why do you think there continues to be like that disconnect between like American hip hop and then how they perceive it to be in Africa?
I don't think there's a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the days, like it was like all hip hop songs in the club. Yeah. But I think now it's just people back home are appreciating African music more.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't say like a disconnect. It's just like they're like, I like hip hop, but I like my music too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Afrobeats is on a different level now.
For sure. Davido, you've amassed plenty of accolades, millions and millions of fans on social media, plenty of gold and platinum plaques. With this new album that you got, A Better Time, what is success to you? What do you hope that this album transitions to for your career? What do you hope that it does for you?
I mean, not for me, for the whole genre. You know what I'm saying? For the whole Afrobeats, every artist that does Afrobeats, I want this album to just solidify our place. You know, solidify our place in that market. And when I say that market, not America, not Europe, in the whole world, because we're played everywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? We're just coming and solidify it.
Earlier, you were saying that as being an artist, whenever you perform and having that taken away from you, it feels like a part of you is missing right now during this pandemic. Yeah, so like, are there conversations that you have with your team about ways to like still perform, maybe virtually?
Like first, like this year, I was about to do like crazy festival run in Europe, and I was about to finish up my tour in America. I had like 16 shows left, all sold out. Couldn't do it, all canceled. So right now, we actually, for now, I think we haven't picked new dates for America, but we're looking at next. The festivals are kind of doing like 2021.
Yeah.
You know, we're still looking at, is there going to be a second wave or not? You know, we're not promising anything.
Yeah.
But people have been doing like car shows, like drive-ins. But to me, man, I'm trying to perform, you feel me? But
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, society is changing. My way of life is changing. So if we have to adapt to it, we eventually have to adapt to it and figure out a way to make it work. But I definitely want to be able to perform this album, definitely.
Yeah. Has there been creative ways in which you still like try to find new ways to get income? Because that show money, like you mentioned, everything sold out. I know that was a lot of bread.
Bruh, what source of income you think an artist love the best? Show money.
Show money, for sure. Absolutely.
Come quick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that not happened. Of course, everybody took a loss. Everybody took a hit from that. But if you think about it, there ain't no shows. There ain't no clubs either.
Right.
I ain't no money in the club. So I'm like, you know, you just have to find a way to, you know, set up your life, reset it, rather, and make it work for you.
Sure.
But, you know, I'm planning to do some shows where we can be able to have some type of social distancing and, you know, make sure everybody in the venue is corona free. But, you know, all those things take money, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna figure it out.
For sure.
And I see a lot of gold and a lot of platinum records coming again. And, you know, so it's gonna be a better time. And I'm just happy that I took my time to create it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's gonna be amazing.
Davido, my brother, I appreciate you joining us here on Complex News to talk about your new album that's slated to hit stores soon. I hope you stay safe and keep shining out here.
Thank you, sir. Shout out Complex.
No doubt.